All right, so started recording. So today's Tuesday, July 30th, Technical Tuesday. Let's go ahead and get started with looking at what's happening with the Forex news. You guys saw there was some crazy GBP stuff happening. But there's some more GBP going to be hitting. Let's see. Okay, so during the London session, we have some Euro medium impact. So we're going to be looking at mainly the Euro pairs. You can see all these happening. London session. Beginning of the New York session, we have USD and CAD. Those pairs I'm going to be looking at mainly during the New York session. Give me one sec. Have to send a message real quick. Okay, so then we have some USD news at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard. CNY. Then this is the one that we're going to be looking at getting towards Thursday, 4 a.m. GBP. Crazy high impact happening. But overall for today, we're going to be looking at Euro for the New York session. Still looking at the other pairs, but mainly the Euro. Let me bring up my MetaTrader here. Okay. One sec. All right. So bring up all the Euro pairs. Let's hide this. Don't mind all these trades going on. It's auto trading thing going on in the background. Okay. Euro GBP. Gonna be looking for a sell from what we see so far. Let me just adjust the time frames here real quick. Euro JPY, Euro CHF, Euro NZD. Okay, so looking at all the euros, we do see kind of like the 3s or the 2s at the top. So what's happening with Euro CHF? Euro CHF at a resistance level. So this one might be dropping as well. Okay, so time to do some analysis. We have Euro GBP. I'm actually looking at that one because that one looks like pretty soon it's going to be dropping. There was also, I did spot out USD JPY, potential drop as well. We see kind of like this left shoulder head, right shoulder pattern, creating like that lower high. Then most likely it's going to create that lower low, lower high, and just continue that downtrend. Overall, the distance, I already got the distance from neckline to head is about the distance that it's expected to drop once it breaks through. So we are looking for the take profit to be at this area here, which is a support area out here, if you can see. It's easier to see at a bigger time frame. So this level here, coming all the way across, playing like resistance support all the way across. And it also broke this support on this uptrend. Also, it had a reaction up here plus divergence on the RSI. So that was already giving us signs that USD JPY is expecting to drop. Now, if you do see the bigger time frame, so we do kind of see like that head, left, right shoulder here. The only thing is neckline is like that, and it would have to break through in order for it to be continuing that downtrend. But right now, as of this point, it looks like it's doing some type of retracement. Retracement, most likely hitting here, and then that's when it'll create like that that lower higher low level, and then continue into the uptrend. But let's look at, what was it, Euro GBP. And I know from my GBP USD analysis, GBP was expecting to, I think it was to go up, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at GBP USD. It's a strong downtrend. Yeah, it just has like this kind of indecisive area right now, trapping of the price. So yeah, we'll analyze more on that later on. So let's see, Euro GBP, really strong uptrend. Let's look even further down. Look at the weekly time frame just to see the very high level, very top. So we might be seeing price go up a little bit more before fully reversing on Euro GBP. And the lights just turned off. But let's see. So this is kind of like GBP USD. We have like this trap price like that. Trap price like that overall in a strong bullish trend. Let's see. Yeah, coming out of that, unless it breaks through, there will most likely be a retracement. But overall, it's still on a strong downtrend. So it can go up, do its retracement, and then continue to drop down with all these different ones. Same with this one. This one can go down and then continue going into the uptrend, doing like a Fibonacci retracement, getting this low to this high. If it does drop down, and then we look at those PRZ levels for the reversal. So yeah, with the GBPs, you guys, those of you guys that are following the GBP pairs, they moved crazy. We're talking like 2,000 plus micro pips. You can see, yeah, this entire move all the way up here, 2,000 with like no retracement coming down. Like starting in this area, that's when we had some pullback, but overall, like all the GBP pairs moved like 2,000. I caught this one for a sell, but it continued to drop down. I did not expect for it to drop down. This one's like 3,000 on GBP USD. I didn't catch that, but let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the other pairs because I know there's gonna be some crazy impact on USD as well. Let's look at Euro AUD. Same thing. Euro USD. We already checked this one. Now, if you can see what I'm doing here, I'm just flipping through all the different ones to see if I see any type of pattern or anything that I can spot out. Anything that I can spot out just with price action, being that that's my primary focus. Okay, so for example, this one right here, if you guys can see, it's pretty much hitting like around that resistance level, plus it has like this support slash resistance level. So somewhere around this area is when we might be seeing that pullback coming down. Plus we have like a shooting star pattern um, forming right there. The hour closes in like 40 minutes, but yeah, we're still going to be looking at this one. Let's see, 4 hour. It still has some ways to go down, even though if it does have that 3 at the bottom. Don't have a reversal pattern just yet. So I'm going to be checking out AUD JPY. And then if you guys want me to check out any pairs, you guys can call it out inside of the chat area. I said if I can check out USD JPY, US 30. By the way, you guys, there's some people that are messaging me privately about the currency pairs. Make sure you change the 2 to everyone. When you send the message, it says it right at the top of the message. Someone said US 30, someone said XAU USD, gold. All right, so this is actually a pretty good one with AUD JPY, and I can already tell because this area right here, I can tell it's around like that 50%, 38.2 level being probably at that pivot point. So most likely might be calling a signal off for this one. But let me actually go 1 hour, do my fibs. Yeah, you see how I mentioned most likely hit that 50, the 38.2 is around the pivot point level. That's exactly what I said. Dropping below the pivot point is mainly going to be an area. Let me see a couple more things. There's definitely selling point right here. If there was like a tighter trap, I would be able to get it, but not so much. Those that are in the signals most likely might be seeing this tonight. Actually, probably right now in a little bit. And then if you can see S1 in the pivot point is right where negative 27% is at. So that's most likely that target that I'm expecting for this to drop. Being right here, I already have more than 3 confirmations. Place this up here, this down here. 411, there you go. Entry is actually a little bit lower. Stop loss above 61.8. Take profit down here. Okay, so if you guys want to get in on this one for a sell, 74.786, I'm actually published this idea. If you guys aren't following me on Tradingview, go ahead and follow me at Risky Ricky on Tradingview. This one was ADJPY sell. Give me 1 sec while I go on my other chart. Now I'll explain, if you guys don't know how to follow on TradingView, if you go right here under the ticker, you go to people, just search right here, Risky Ricky, you'll see the one with the lion. That's where you can follow me and see the idea. And then follow any of my past ideas that I've been doing. I haven't done one recently, but I'm gonna be doing more of those. Usually I publish them inside of the these live analysis. So this one, we're kind of waiting a little bit longer just to see more of that push going below the pivot point. Because right now there's kind of a reaction. Okay. And by the way, I can actually place trades not directly on this MT4. I have a VPS that has my MT4 connected to it. So that's kind of what I'm looking at in my other screen. And just to show you guys what that looks like, just a little hint. 1 sec. You guys see that? So it's a MT4 that's running, getting ready for that sell. Actually, I'm going to be selling right now. You guys can actually see live right here. Give me 1 sec. Seven, 8, 6. Okay. So most likely you guys might see a trade off of this one. There's also something else to consider. I did mention that USDJPY is also looking for a sell, so that's another pair that I have pulled up on another screen. But if you see right here, USDJPY going down to this smaller time frame, it's looking to drop. Already broke that support, going into that downtrend. So this one is another one that's expected to drop. I'm actually going to most likely place another trade on this one for probably a about a 10 lot as well. Actually with stop loss being 278. This one's actually going to be a six lot. Most likely entering in this one for a 6 lot. But if you guys can see the setup right here, it's pretty much showing that it's expected to go down. Also some high impact on USD/JPY, but that movement might be happening already once this move has already done its thing. Once this is dropping down, I'm actually going to consider this area right here, see if there's any reaction, but there's no pivot or anything showing that there's going to be a significant move. Ellison said, am I going to post it on YouTube? Yeah, I'm posting it on YouTube. I also post it inside the Golden Circle group. Let me make sure I don't miss this one. We're still good on ADJPY. I'm actually put this on another screen just in case, just so I can keep an eye on it. By the way, that's why I have multiple screens. I do keep an eye on different currency pairs and different screens, especially if it's something like where JPY is the secondary on here, just like AED/JPY and then USD/JPY, both showing that it's expected to drop down. So I'm going to be looking at both for that drop. So pulling this up here. Someone said, what about GBP/AED? Sorry about getting silent, by the way. Sometimes I get silent when I'm like really concentrated. That's why usually when I do trading, I am just like in the zone. I'm not really talking to anyone or getting anyone's advice. Now, unless you're inside the signals, then that's different because you can use signals as like an extra confirmation. Like let's say if I called a sell AED/JPY and you guys weren't here, being inside the signals, it kind of shows you like that I'm calling it, and then that's already a good confirmation coming from me. But then if you do your own analysis and it's also showing you that it's a sell, then it's a good confirmation to get in. So someone said, what about GBP/AED? I'm going to be checking that out right now. All GBP pairs are kind of whacked up because of that movement that happened. Don't mind this over here. This one actually didn't enter. You guys see it didn't enter at all, that side. But let's see. So from what I see, broke through, retest, looking to drop. It's looking to drop most likely to this S1 area right here. And just looking at fibs, yeah. GBP AUD sell. GBP AUD sell. From that quick analysis, that's pretty much what it's showing me. Looking like it's hitting around this 23.6 pivot point area. Like it's hitting this 38.2. Already had a strong push coming down. Plus, it's already below the 500, so at least it's 0.0. Yeah, the better area would have been up here when it was hitting like the 38.2 and then kind of trapping this area on the 15. You can see it broke through. It's just dropping down right now. Okay, any other pairs that you guys want me to check out? Or any questions that you guys have? Just put it inside of the chat area. And by the way, with GBP AUD, it didn't look too clear. It didn't look too clear like the one AUD JPY or USD JPY had formed. But let's see. Let's do AUD. AUD CAD. A strong bearish move on AUD CAD. This one does not look really clear at all. AUD CAD is not a good one. Overall, it is a bearish trend. It is dropping, but there's not many confirmations for this one. I guess unless you're like really scalping down to the really small time frame and just getting like this resistance point, but it's already having a reaction there. And if you do fibs, you can still do fibs on the 15-minute. I don't really do it, but 15 minutes right now, it's at the 61.50% level. Can't do a support line like that, but if it drops below this 50% level, most likely at least this 38.2, which that moves about like 100 micropips, which is fine. Even this 23.6 or the 0.0. So just kind of navigating and seeing what happens. I'm probably going to get in on USD JPY pretty soon. It's about to break that support line from what I'm seeing. Someone said, any opinions on USD CHF? Yeah, we'll check that out. I might have to stop a little bit through it if I see like some stuff happening. with the other pairs, so I can get in. So push coming down right now. USD CHF. Let's see. Okay. Being that today's Tuesday going towards Wednesday, we might actually be seeing a bullish move here. Even though if it's going on a downtrend, it's kind of like consolidating into this area here. You can see it's like dropping down, but then it's also in this area right here, it's creating like a higher low. And then right here in this area, even though if it's a strong bearish push, it's still that higher low. I would say overall, because it hasn't really gave like some type of reversal pattern, like something bigger, like a double top, we might be seeing this push up to about this area and then coming down, and then maybe triple top type thing going on over here. But yeah, this one not so good for an entry just yet. Let's see, someone else just asked something. Can we go back to your choice pairs you're currently looking at to enter so we can all have an insight on how you select trades based on your confirmations? So as far as that analysis, going through them again, yeah, I can show you guys what it looks like, but having to go through it again is gonna, yeah, these analysis are recorded, so you can actually go back and kind of study what I do if you wanted to. But yeah, it's mainly AD JPY and USD JPY looking for sales. All right, you guys, so I'm going to be signing off pretty soon. You said, yeah, that's true. Thanks, Ricky. Yeah, so I have multiple live analysis where you can go back and kind of look through and see what I do. Also have training available if you wanted to learn, just kind of like specifically on every little detail. But yeah, if you already know like your technical analysis stuff, then you shouldn't have much of a hard time understanding some of the stuff unless you are missing some areas. Can you put the pairs? Yeah, I have the pairs right here. ADJPY, which in the signals, inside of the signals, I'm going to be most likely calling them. I'm going to be getting them set up pretty soon. Yeah, that's why I have to get off, because most likely at London session, that's when we see more volatility happening, and then this is when we usually spot that breakout. Wait about 15 minutes, see what kind of reactions happens, and then get in. see the volatility in the market and decide whether to get in or not. But just based off of calculations and what I did, this 392 I mentioned, it's going to be times 6, potential 2,300 on that one, and then AED-JPY was around 3,000, I believe. Yeah. AED-JPY was 3,500. Around 3,500. So looking at around 5,800 just with these two, and then going to be looking at other pairs. There's no guarantee that if I get in on them, they're going to win. They might lose. I already have my risk to reward pretty much calculated. Chris, you privately messaged me, but he said, damn, he just got home. Was this recorded? Yes, it is recorded. Let me actually check again. Yeah, it is recording. Okay. So so yeah, you can watch this. It's going to be on YouTube. YouTube, and it's also going to be posted inside the Golden Circle group. It's no big deal. I know there's some people that just they can't make it during these live analysis at this time. All right, you guys. Thanks for that, Chris. By the way, you're messaging me privately, but you said you are amazing. Can you put trading idea on the chart? Yeah, I'm not going to be putting trading ideas on the charts. I'm just talking about the analysis and going through it. All right, you guys, I'm going to be signing off. Do you guys have any last minute questions before I get off? Let me know. I'm going to be stopping the recording in 3 seconds. 2, 1. Putting back the recording. Selling, showing its live account. They're 10 lot on that one. Actually going to post a signal as well. You guys will be able to see it inside of the On Point FX signal room. Also, USD-JPY is looking like it's about to be breaking a support. Plus, it's already the beginning of London session, so these next 15 or next 10 minutes really count. Normally looking at the first 15 minutes of every beginning session. Let me bring over AED-JPY, zoom in here. So again, confirmation on this one, pivot point, break, resistance, has like shooting star pattern, London session, over on a downtrend, kind of hitting like this area like resistance and coming down. Fibonacci, kind of different, more than 3 confirmations that we got on this one. USD-JPY, so both USD-JPY and AED-JPY, being that JPY is a quoted pair, they're looking to be dropping, or it's actually looking to get stronger on JPY. We're going to be looking at this for a sell. So that's it. That's it for now. Gonna be pausing the recording. Just started the recording just for a little bit, showing a live trade.